Welcome to another episode of Hardcat Basics. In this episode, we're going to focus on the configuration of the Hardcat Dashboard. The walkthrough will consist of two sections: the creation of charts necessary for dashboard functionality, and secondly, how to configure roles for the display of chart definitions. This first segment will showcase how to create a chart. To create a chart, the user can access the charting module via two methods. The first either by clicking on the chart icon or by going Lists, Charts. The Charts area will default to the Assets area. Depending on your Hardcat license, you can create charts against multiple areas within the system, within the Assets, General Areas, Depreciation module, Help Desk, Maintenance, Purchasing, as well as Stock. To create a new chart, your users first have to select which area they want to create it against. And once they have selected the correct area, all they need to do is press the New button. The chart I'm going to create today is going to be all assets purchased within the last 6 months ordered via cost center. It's going to be a pie chart. We first of all have to give our chart a description. The next item is we want to select what we want to group it by. Because it's going to be by cost center, we're going to select cost center name. We have an option we can count records or sum fields. In this option, we're going to count records. Our next step is to use a search result. To use a search result, click on the Use Search button. This will then provide us the Save Search Criteria list. Within this list, I'm going to select Purchase in the last 6 months and press OK. Finally, we get to say what type of chart it is. The chart we're going to select is a 3D pie chart. And we're going to use labels. It can be monochrome or color. And finally, we can show the top 10 results in our chart. And press OK to finalize our chart. We can now repeat this process to create any more charts that we need for any other areas in the system or within the Assets module. This next section will showcase how to configure roles for dashboard functionality, and then the function of how to apply the role to the user so the user inherits the dashboarding feature. To access roles, we first of all have to go to the File menu, Administration, Roles. This screen gives a list of all the roles that are currently created in the system. By default, there is one called System Default. Today, we'll create a new one. To create a role in Hardcat, it is a two-step process. We first of all have to press New to create the role. We now have to give the role definition a name and press OK. Once we have done this, we can now edit the role and assign our chart definitions to the role. To do this, we first of all have to click on Statistical Charts. On this tab, this provides us with a list of all the charts that are available to the area that you have selected. By default, it opens to the Assets area. The other areas you have access to depends on the Hardcat license that you have bought. In this list, we can see the chart that we created earlier today. To add this chart to our dashboard, it's a simple matter of selecting the record and then pressing the right arrow button. This then includes the chart in our role. The other step within the role function to enable dashboard is we have to click on the Options button. To show charts on startup, we have to click the Display Charts on Startup tick box and press OK. To save, we now press OK. This role is now available to add into the different Hardcat user accounts, so when they log into Hardcat, they'll have a dashboard available. To apply the role to the user account, we first of all have to close out of our list of roles. We then have to navigate to the Hardcat User Security section. This is in File, Administration, Security. This then provides us with a list of all the Hardcat user accounts. To apply a role, we first of all have to select the user we want to apply the role to. In this instance, I'm going to select the super account. From here, we click on the Role button and select the role from the list. And press OK to apply that role. And then finally OK to save that role against the user. The next time the user logs in, the role will be applied and the dashboard will be displayed. I have now logged out of Hardcat and logged back in. As you can see, the dashboard has now become active. The dashboard has shown me all the different chart definitions that I applied to my finance role. One of the other features of the dashboard allows a user to click on a chart, and that will then open up the area of Hardcat that chart is applied to. the chart that I have selected at the moment, assets quantity by cost center, is associated to the asset grid. So by clicking on this chart, it will open up the asset grid. Thank you for watching this episode of Hardcat Basics. If you have any other questions about anything you've seen in this episode, please don't hesitate to contact Hardcat Support.